We've got a final NBC Wall Street Journal poll of the race, and what we show, take a look, 4-point lead for Hillary Clinton. This is in line with other surveys that have come out in the last several days. 44 for Hillary, 40% for Donald Trump, 6 for Gary Johnson, 2 for Jill Stein. And if you look at the breakdown of support, we see a stable pattern in why Donald Trump is where he is, why Hillary Clinton is. First of all, Donald Trump's assets in this race. He's leading among men by a modest margin. He's leading among senior citizens, also by a modest margin. He's leading among whites, especially among non-college whites, and he's leading among people who live in rural areas. But that coalition is getting overpowered by the strengths of Hillary Clinton. Take a look at those. She has a larger lead among women than he has among men. She has a much larger lead among young people than he has among older people. She's got a larger lead among non-white voters than he has among whites, and unprecedented for a Democrat, she leads among whites with college educations. No Democrat has ever carried that group. She's ahead by 7, and she's also got strong leads with people who live in rural areas who outnumber, in urban areas who outnumber those who live in rural areas. So Hillary Clinton has a greater set of advantages going into this race. You never know what's going to happen on Election Day. Turnout matters, but a lot of the vote has already been cast in states that permit early voting, which is an increasing number of states. So you've got to look at this as a situation where Hillary Clinton is strongly favored to win. We'll see what happens on Election Day.
It's a good setup for us, John. The FBI News leads all the front pages this morning. I mean, even Drudge Report, they put their spin on it. Comey Comedy clears her again. Clearly, this is the top story. What will be the impact?
I think very little, Sarah. I was talking to a senior Hillary Clinton advisor last night who said anybody who used emails as a criteria for their decision made up their minds a very long time ago, either for or if you're on Hillary Clinton's side, you don't think it's a big deal. So what happens with these stories is like the Comey news that broke over a week ago. There was already a trend of consolidation for Donald Trump among Republicans. And when the Comey letter came out, people said, oh, look, Donald Trump's making progress, and linked it to the Comey letter. I don't think that had too much to do with it. And I don't think the clearing of Hillary Clinton by James Comey yesterday doesn't have anything to do with this poll, because the poll was entirely done before the letter came out. But I don't think it'll have much influence in the election either. We'll talk about it some. And so to the extent that people hear us, maybe that'll have an impact, but not a great impact on the race.